What is Fannie Mae? Fannie Mae is a government program called FNMA, or Fannie Mae for short, which was created in 1938 as a company who would help low, moderate, and middle income families realize what has been referred to as the American dream, home ownership. Fannie Mae is a government-sponsored enterprise chartered by Congress with a mission to provide liquidity, stability, and affordability to the U.S. housing and mortgage markets. In 1999, this became the official mission statement of the company, housing for all Americans. Because having a safe place to call home strengthens families, communities, and our nation as a whole. Fannie Mae operates in the U.S. secondary mortgage market. Rather than making loans directly to consumers, Fannie Mae works on the population. Since Fannie Mae is a publicly traded company, the main consideration is to produce a profit. In terms of assets, it is one of the largest corporations in America. And there is a fairly good chance that if you are involved with a pension or are using some insurance vehicle as an investment, you have a stake in the success of the company. Their issuance of mortgage-backed securities, which are basically the offering of guaranteed returns to investors for buying into pools of mortgages that they or other lenders have approved of as creditworthy and profitable. The company buys mortgages from lenders and provides money to continue allowing lenders to make home loan ownership possible for many people who wouldn't necessarily be able to qualify for a loan. The Congress continues to provide the charter under which the company operates, but provides no financial backing. This government connection allows the government to operate under the guise of being federally backed, thus giving borrowers and lenders alike added security in the process. This guise ended on September 6, 2008, when Director James Lockhart of the Federal Housing Financing Agency appointed the Federal Housing Financing Agency as conservator of Fannie Mae. In September 2008, Fannie entered into an agreement with the U.S. Department of Treasury that was most recently amended in December 2009. Under the agreement, Treasury will provide Fannie with capital as needed to correct any net worth deficiencies that we record in any quarter through 2012. The agreement is intended to ensure that Fannie is able to continue providing liquidity and stability to the housing and mortgage markets. Fannie Mae has three lines of business: single-family, housing, and community development and capital markets that provide services and products to lenders and a broad range of housing partners. Together, these businesses contribute to the company's chartered mission to increase the amount of funds available in order to make home ownership and rental housing more available and affordable. Okay, so now you know about Fannie Mae. What about Ginnie Mae? Ginnie Mae, or GNMA, Government National Marketing Association, provides a link between capital markets, the lenders, and the federal housing market. This makes mortgage-backed securities more attractive to investors, such as pension funds and the like. The main difference between Ginnie Mae and Fannie Mae lies in the government backing. While the backing is only perceived in Fannie Mae, it is real in the case of Ginnie Mae-backed securities or mortgage. What this means to the lender or the investor who buys their backed securities is that they will get paid even if the borrower does not make payments and defaults on the loan. This government backing does not allow them to make riskier bets on the mortgage market, but allows them to make available loans in a rural and urban area that are not the most desirable lending atmospheres. 95% of all home loans through the Federal Housing Authority and the Veterans Administration are backed by GNMA. However, keep in mind that until September 2012, unless extended, Treasury will provide Fannie with capital as needed to correct any net worth deficiencies. So in effect, both Fannie and Ginnie are backed by the government. Ginnie Mae was originally part of its older sister Fannie Mae and was created as one of the recovery steps taken by the government during the Depression. The National Housing Act created the FHA, which eventually chartered the National Association Mortgage Association of Washington, and then again as the Federal National Mortgage Association, FNMA, or Fannie Mae. This company became a mixed ownership company with the government owning preferred stock while the public held the common stock. In 1968, this was further divided, with Fannie Mae becoming a wholly public-owned company traded on the New York Stock Exchange, and Ginnie Mae was spun off as a government-owned association. So they do the same thing with the exception of how the money is raised. Whether publicly as a traded company or privately as a government-backed entity, Ginnie Mae is the leading branch of HUD, which is the enforcement arm of the government, ensuring that housing and the purchase of housing is a non-discriminatory event. HUD is involved with the government as the strong arm of the Fair Housing Act, helping communities develop and grow into livable and viable places. The branch of HUD that works with lenders is the Federal Housing Administration. The Federal Housing Administration provides the loans, which have limits, but the down payments required are usually lower than conventional loans. The goal behind HUD is affordability. They want home ownership to become a reality. And then there is Freddie Mac. This is also a government creation, and in fact, 5 of the 18 members of its board are appointed by the President. This company is also a buyer of mortgages on the secondary market. Like Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac provides money to lenders to continue their efforts at selling mortgages. This keeps the market liquid, which is just another way of saying that it will remain funded. Remaining funded means the money will be there to lend, and the interest rates are kept lower as a result. Money supply is the key element here. Freddie Mac, like Fannie Mae, is a publicly traded company and has been for 30 years.